Why, hello there, and welcome to the garage for another book review. Today, the book in question is Letters of Love and Light by Katie Griboski. And the subtitle is 4 Decades of UFO Encounters, Experiences, and Sightings shared with ufologist R. Leo Sprinkle, PhD. So this is a different type of book to review. I finished it in like June or something, or maybe before, something like that. And I wanted to review it and just didn't get to it. I picked up the book when I was in Sedona in 2022 for a Ascension conference, and I met the author, very lovely Katie Griboski. She said some nice things about our son Kai, which was cool, and I heard her speak, and yeah, I thought picking up the book made sense. And anyway, it took me a while to read it. I didn't get to it till about a year later or so, but so it's not a book that I can comment on the writing, because it's not about someone's writing. She writes in it, but just to kind of guide you. So what it is, it's a presentation of letters that were written to this guy, Dr. Sprinkle, Leo Sprinkle, who kind of way back before it was cool or normalized, not even, it's still not quite normalized, but before it was acceptable, this guy was acknowledging that UFO encounters and sightings were potentially real. And he didn't say definitely real, but he said maybe they are. And he put himself out there as a public figure. He had a position in a university, so that was kind of a big deal for everyday citizens all across the world who felt like they were alone, or nobody understood them, or their experiences were invalidated. For a long time, UFO paranormal experiences were kind of taboo, and people didn't know what to do with them. And also, even near-death experiences, stuff like that, this has only been kind of at the public conscious level for relatively short amount of time. So he put himself out there as someone who could be trusted to tell your story to. And what he's going to do with the story, pretty much nothing, except just give it space to be heard. And then later on, before he died, he did die at this point, the ripe old age of 90-something, this lovely woman, Katie Griboski, who's a UFO researcher. I don't know exactly all her titles. She has a couple of titles, but she's involved with that, researching UFOs and things like that. She found that Leo Sprinkle was a source to a lot of things, kept pointing to him. So she went and met with him and realized that he has this huge archive of letters available to the public in, I think it's Wyoming, and Laramie, Wyoming. And she just went there and perused the letters and realized, with his permission, that a book could be made of this, and the book would be just taking select pieces of letters. So one letter might say, I'm from this state and this age and this background, and this is what happened to me. And then another letter would be from a totally different place, different age, different background, and giving their experience. So you get different writers, different styles of writing, but they're all appreciating that they could share their story with somebody. Some of these are in the 70s, some of these in the 80s, some of them in the 90s, some of them in I believe the 60s were in there too. Or someone might be writing in the 70s telling about something that happened in the 50s. So all that to say, that's what it is. But the experience I had was, sometimes we're afraid of aliens. We're afraid of the unknown. And I had periods of time going to bed at night, I was genuinely afraid of an alien abduction, even recent years. Not that I assume it's going to be a negative thing, but I was like, what if it's something I think I want but actually don't want, that type of thing. And once you kind of exposed to that, alien life forms, ETs, whatever, and you conscious of it, can you ever forget it? Now, arguably, we're taking all the time, and our memories are erased. Who knows? But this really, it kind of made me feel, because it's called Letters of Love and Light, that around this whole UFO paranormal experience is kind of this general loving light energy, which is really, really great. Not to deny that there are mixed energies. Occasionally there are entities that are not so loving and so light, but that there are entities that are loving and light as well. And to contact with other beings that have that frequency is exciting. Now, you might not be open to this at all, in which case you may not want to read it. But if you are, I guess you could find it on Amazon, all those places. Letters of Love and Light by Katie Griboski. Very cool, nice lady. Mother of 6, I think, and something like that. And she has her own very unique history with challenges, and which is why she got into, her awareness expanded, and how she got into this. So that's all for now. Till next time, enjoy reading.